Hello everyone, I'm Dan Philgreen, and this is Shell Point Today for Monday, December 8th. On today's show, we'll hear about this month's Global Outreach Program from the Women's Ministry of the Village Church. We'll also have a Health Connection segment about the Heart Walk with Kelly Goodwin. And we'll have our international worker in residence, Janice Quinlan, light the second candle of Advent. But first, we want to remind you that tomorrow night, the Memory Makers Big Swing Band will perform at the Village Church at 7:15 p.m. This 18-piece band will be playing a collection of classic and traditional Christmas songs to commemorate the holiday season. This free concert is open to all. Tomorrow night is also the night for Dinner and a Show at the Broadway Palm, as our Let the Shows Begin outing goes to see A Christmas Carol. The cost for the dinner and show combo is $63. Court pickups start at 5:15 p.m. and the approximate return time should be 10:45 p.m. Then later this month, on Monday the 29th, will be the Moscow Ballet's Nutcracker at the Barbara B. Mann Performing Arts Hall. Now, if you're in the mood to make a little music yourself, tonight is the first of 4 outings on the Suzy Q for Sunset Christmas Caroling. Our good ship leaves the dock behind the church at 5 p.m. and will return at 6:30. You will enjoy the scenic ride along the canals and sing some of your favorite Christmas carols. Enjoy cookies on the ride while soaking in the holiday cheer along with a beautiful sunset. The cost is $5, and you will need to sign up at the greeter desk in the Resident Activity Center or call them at 454-2136. If you can't make it tonight, don't worry. You'll have 3 more opportunities for a caroling cruise on Thursday the 18th, Monday the 22nd, and Tuesday the 23rd. While you're making your entertainment plans for the month, keep in mind that a week from this evening, the Southwest Florida Symphony will be presenting a program of holiday pops in their first of 3 appearances at Shell Point in our concert series this season. Single tickets for this performance are available for $25. For more information and for ticket sales, visit www.shellpoint.org/concerts or call 454-2067. For more information or to sign up for any of the other activities we mention on our show, stop by the Island Service Desk in the Resident Activity Center or call 454-2282. Or you can call the Woodland Service Desk at 454-2054. Now, the volunteer crew at the UPS room would like you to know that starting today, they are keeping extended holiday hours. They will be open weekdays, December 8 through 19, from 10 to 11:30 a.m. for pre-packaged boxes only, and then again from 1 to 2 p.m. for box selection and packaging assistance. We'll hear more from the UPS room later this week. Exercise is important to your overall health and to your heart health in particular. And a lovely walk in the cool weather we're having will do a heart good in several ways. Kelly Goodwin is here to tell us more about that.
With all the wonderful Christmas festivities, I know your calendar is full, but we have a Health Connections program that you do not want to miss. It takes place on Saturday morning, December 13th, and it is downtown at the Centennial Park. It is the annual Heart Walk. We will be picking up residents by bus early Saturday morning, and when you register, we will let you know 2 days in advance when we will be picking you up, because we have so many people already signed up that we're taking 2 buses, and we will be doing all the logistics, and we will call and let you know, so maybe you can get 10 more minutes of sleep. But let's talk to our guests here today. This is Kelly Goodwin. Kelly, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You are the Lee County Heart Walk Director. What an exciting job you have.
I am very fortunate to have this job. I love every minute of it.
Well, your crowning moment will be Saturday morning, December 13th, when the big event takes place. When our residents come to the event, what can they expect?
Well, we have festivities that start at 8. There will be some presentations, a torch ceremony for survivors. There is coffee giveaways from Starbucks. Costco brings breakfast. Subway brings sandwiches. All kinds of booths from our sponsors with some giveaways as well. And then the walk starts at 9, and there's an alternate 1-mile route. Okay. Or if it's a 5K, which is 3.1 miles. Okay. And if they can't walk, they can still come down and enjoy the festivities with us. It's going to be a great time.
And it's always such a good feeling in the air that morning. And when you see that sea of people walking all for a great cause, it is pretty emotional.
It is. It's really inspiring. We'll have torches. There's survivor caps for the survivors, the torches for the survivors. And if you're not a survivor, you can decorate the torch to say you're walking in honor of or in support of. And it's just really a great moment that we have out there every year.
Okay. And those torches, those are $10, correct? So residents need to bring cash if they want to.
That's correct. The torches are $10 each, and they can purchase them at the walk, and they can write right there at the walk if they're walking for themselves, for healthy living, in memory of a family member. They can put whatever they'd like on the torch.
Okay, great. Now, let's back up a little bit. American Heart Association, what is your goal for the American Heart Association?
We have a 2020 impact goal, and what that is to reduce the deaths of cardiovascular disease by 20% while increasing the overall health in all Americans by 20% by the year 2020. As you can imagine, that's a lofty goal because we have to inspire people to make significant lifestyle changes to improve their health. So not only do we fund life-saving research, but we are also raising awareness on how to live a healthier lifestyle.
That's great. And we were talking before, you even go out to the schools and so forth. You're teaching CPR and starting from a young age, trying to get the children involved.
Absolutely. So we have the Teaching Gardens, which teaches the children how to grow their own fruit and not to eat the processed canned items.
Right.
We have an advocacy department who lobbies from Congress to do CPR in schools. We just do a lot of really great things to try to instill healthy living at a young age for the children. That way, when they're our age, they don't have to make those changes. It's already a natural choice.
Right. And heart disease is the number one
killer in all Americans. And we are also Stroke Association, which is important, which is the number 3 killer in all Americans, but the number 1 cause of disability in all Americans. And the misconception about heart disease is that it's the middle-aged male, which is not true. It's more prevalent among women.
Okay, yeah, it's the number 1 for women, correct?
It's the number 1 killer in all women, and that is all cancers combined. It's more than all cancers combined.
Wow. Well, I think Shell Point will be proud to participate in this walk, and if you want to sign up, there's still time to do so. You can do so at either service desk. If you've done a walk before, a reminder to wear your Shell Point Cares t-shirt. If this will be your first walk with us, when you sign up, let us know, and we will get you your Shell Point Cares t-shirt that you can wear proudly. Shell Point has made a donation through the community thrift store for all of us to participate. So that is all taken care of. You just have to jump on the bus on the morning of December 13th. It's going to be a great day. I'm looking forward to it, and we'll be happy to see Kelly up on stage that morning, and it'll be a wonderful time. I'm Mary Franklin. Make it a happy and healthy day.
Next up, Dotty Morrison and Dona Ferrell from the Village Church Women's Ministry are here to tell us about this month's Global Outreach Program.
Hi, I'm Dotty Morrison, and I'm here with Dona Ferrell. Hi, Donna.
Dotty, why are you wearing that hat?
Well, because I'm going to Country Christmas.
Oh, what is Country Christmas?
Well, Donna, every year, the Women's Ministry of the church offer a special Christmas event for anyone at Shell Point who wants to come. And every year they have a special guest. They have wonderful Christmas refreshments. It's just a lot of fun. And this year, the theme is Country Christmas. So I've got my cowboy hat on from Texas.
Good.
Now, I understand that our special guest is someone you know.
Yes.
She goes by the name of Mrs. Kate?
Yes, she does.
So
Kate
tell me,
Carpenter.
where did you meet her?
Oh, I met her years ago, probably 30.
Okay.
And I've seen her several places. Different places where she was performing.
Okay.
And then she's sort of a friend of Florida, so I've seen her several places.
I see.
Yeah, she's good.
So tell me about her concerts. What style of music does she do?
Oh, it's happy music. Oh, yes, it's very happy. And she really fills you full of joy. Yes. And she kind of strums the heartstrings, on family and caring.
Okay.
Yes, she's
All
good.
Right. I noticed that a lot of her songs are for children.
Yes.
But then she also performs in a lot of retirement communities, and she does women's retreats.
Oh, she does Rotary and garden clubs. And yes.
You mentioned the heartstrings. In Texas, Nana is a real common name for grandma, and she has a song that's called Nana's song. I found it touched my heart.
Oh, Nana cooked pasta and Nana broiled steak, made Easter pastira and Christmas fruit cake. Nana grew parsley to go with gnocchi. Nana loved family and Nana loved me. Oh, Nana had nicknames for all of us kids. Could yell Dona when she blew her lid. Firecracker, cowboy, and Danish pastry. Nana loved family and Nana loved me. Nana, Nana, we want you to know. Nana, Nana, we all miss you so.
So I understand she's also a storyteller.
Yes, she is.
So what kind of stories?
Well, she takes the insignificant and makes it significant.
Really?
Yes, she can take those little things and make them really charge you. Yes.
Those are often the things that are the most humorous.
Yes, oh yes. Oh yeah, full of joy. In fact, you can laugh at things that ordinarily you're complaining about.
Okay. So do you have your tickets?
Yes, I have one, and I'm going to get another.
Okay, so you've invited a neighbor to come.
Yes.
That's great. And they're available at the church office. And the tickets are free.
Free, yes.
But if you get the tickets, then they know how many chairs to set up and how many refreshments to buy.
Yes.
So that'll be real helpful if people will go do that ahead of time. And this is going to be on Wednesday, December 10th, 10:15. Right. But refreshments start at 9:45, so come early.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that. That's good.
Now, I've been doing a lot of preparations for Christmas, and as I was thinking about her songs, one of them gave me this mental image of sitting on a porch swing.
Living in the city, I never got to taste the pleasures of the slow life swallowed up in haste. Jumping in the car and running place to place. Living in the fast lane, keeping up the pace. But now I'm sitting on the porch swing, chilling on the fat, passing time of day, cuddling with the cat. I don't want to hurry, 'cause sitting here with you, why, it's the most important thing I got to do.
Well, hope to see you there.
Oh, I'll be there.
And I hope to see all of you there. Come with your friends and neighbors, but get tickets ahead of time at the church office. That'll really help us out. 10:15 on December 10th, Wednesday morning, but come at 9:45 for refreshments.
The lighting of the Advent candles is a time-honored tradition in many circles. Our international worker in residence for the year, Janice Quinlan, is here to light the second candle on the wreath.
A joyous and meaningful Advent season from your staff at the Village Church. Hi, I'm Janice Quinlan, your missionary in residence, enjoying this year with you at Shell Point Retirement Community. This year, we're following a European tradition of lighting the Advent wreath. And this is the second week of Advent, and we are going to be lighting our second Advent candle, the candle of preparation. The candle of preparation represents the importance of readiness to receive the work of God in our lives. I'm reminded of the hymn, O Little Town of Bethlehem, that was written by Phillips Brooks, an Episcopal priest in Philadelphia. After visiting Bethlehem in the year 1865, he was inspired to write this. O little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yet in thy dark streets shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. In Luke 2:6, Scripture says, Mary wrapped Jesus in cloths and placed him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Jesus was born in the busy, noisy, distracted town of Bethlehem. But the only ones who knew it were an unlikely group of socially outcast shepherds, asked to keep their distance from town. Jesus' father, a poor and insignificant carpenter named Joseph, and his mother, a poor and morally suspect woman named Mary, who had to get married. Mary and Joseph were from a poor and insignificant town called Nazareth, which means rejected. The connected, secure, and significant people of Bethlehem missed the arrival of Jesus on earth. They didn't mean to. They weren't opposed to it. It's just that the circumstances of their lives and political conditions of the day obscured the significance of the chance of a lifetime, the invasion of God into human sorrow in the form of a baby. They were unprepared. Bethlehem missed Jesus not because they were irreligious, unbelieving, negligent, or ungrateful. It's just that other things were more important. There was no preparation to receive him. But some outcast shepherds, an insignificant carpenter, and a suspect virgin were prepared by their brokenness for the arrival of the Lord of all. They each experienced it and were changed forever. They would never be the same, because in their brokenness, they had prepared themselves for an event that was beyond belief. God becoming visible. They were prepared. This Advent season, the challenge still stands. We can prepare to receive and respond to his coming, or we can give a seasonal response and get on with our other daily obligations. This season can be about Christmas, a month-long build-up to a one-day disappointment. Or this season can be about Advent, a heart preparation to welcome the life-changing impact of Jesus.
Now it's time to cover all of Monday's happenings, menus, and Village Church connections. Right after this word from David Hauenstein with a preview of his radio show on TV, Listening to the Words.
You are invited to listen to the words and music of the next 3 Christmas time programs this month. The program this week is an encore performance, first heard here on December 19th, 2011. That means if you have moved to Shell Point since then, it will be a first-time listen for you. The program features my reading and Tom Gager's musical underscoring of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Tree chapter. Also on the program this week is a letter about Hanukkah. You'll also enjoy Pat Jander's story, A Place at the Table, and a beautiful poem titled A First Christmas Gift. Also, A Christmas to Remember by Phil Hilton of Shell Point. And be sure to tune in next week and again Christmas week for 2 new Christmas-themed programs on Listening to the Words. David Hauenstein reminding you that these 30-minute programs are on Shell Point Channel 12 at the top and bottom of the hour, with each new program starting on Mondays and continuing each day through the week. As always, thank you for listening to the words.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Shell Point's Happening segment. I'm Bev Chandley and I'm here with Caitlin Van Scoy, and we're going to tell you what's going on here at Shell Point today. We're going to begin the activities this morning at 8 o'clock with men's match play doubles tennis down at the Woodlands tennis courts. At 8:45, the virtual bowling group will be at the Resident Activity Center. The billiards group will be at the Resident Activity Center. That's 9:15. Also, 9:15 is the time for pottery. That has instruction available, and that's down in the pottery studio. At 10 o'clock, we have men's match play, doubles tennis. 10 o'clock also, the Susie Q heads out to Woody's Waterfront for lunch. You do need to sign up for those boat rides. The Disciple Men's Study Group will be in the game room of the Woodlands at 10:30. And then at 10:45, we have the table tennis clinic. That'll be in the Tarpon Room. Our Health Connections Agility and Flexibility class will be in the Health Club at 11:30. That's currently full. That's your morning lineup. Here's Caitlin to tell you about your afternoon.
Thanks, Bev. 12 p.m. we kick off the afternoon with Mahjong in the Sable Room at the Woodlands. At 1:15, the Advanced Table Tennis will be meeting in the Tarpon Room on the island. Also at 1:15, the Samba the Card Game will be played at the Resident Activity Center on the island. From 1:30 to 3:30, the Model Train Room will be open for tours and viewing, so check it out. It's in the Island Tunnel. 1:45 is a Health Connections class, Balance and Mobility Training Level 1. It's in the Health Club on the island, and this is currently closed. 2 p.m., the BDI Bee Club will be meeting in the Oak Room at the Woodlands. At 3 p.m., another Health Connections class, Pilates Stretch, in the Health Club on the island. Aqua Agility and Conditioning will be meeting at 3:30 at the LifeQuest Aquatic Center on the island. 4 o'clock is pickleball at the pickleball courts on the island. And at 4:15, an evening at Roy's. Court pickups will start at 4:15 on the island, 4:25 Woodlands, and 4:35 Eagles Preserve. Sign up is required for that one. The Susie Q will be heading out for Christmas caroling at 5 o'clock, and sign up is required. 6:30 Duplicate Bridge will be meeting in the game room at the Woodlands. That's all for today. We'll see you tomorrow.
Menus for Monday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is grilled chicken and artichoke pasta with garlic cheese bread. The dinner special is Old Home Cooking Night for $11.95, and the soup of the day is tomato. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is a barbecue beef sandwich with coleslaw for $7.25. The dinner special is orange chicken over rice with grilled vegetables for $8.25, and the Palm Grill is closed on Mondays. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Welcome to Village Church Connections. I'm David Pavey, an assistant pastor, and I'm here today in my capacity as the administrator of the Alpha program. I've invited my friend Ken Axtell to be with me because I'm going to ask him a few questions in a few moments. Thank you for joining us. Alpha is a program that we run each year. This will be the 12th consecutive time over a 12-year period that we have offered the Alpha program here at Shell Point. It's sponsored by the Village Church and also by the Academy. The Alpha course will be offered in the Grand Cypress Room over a 10-week period beginning January the 13th and ending March the 17th in the new year. Space is limited, and so the sign-up period is right now, and you would need to sign up soon if you plan to attend. The signing up period ends on January the 5th. To register, please call the Village Church at 454-2147 as soon as you can. Space is limited, so don't delay. I'm happy to have my friend Ken Axtell here today. Ken, thank you for joining me. Now,
You're welcome.
Went through the Alpha course.
I did, along with my wife.
The two of you.
Oh, yes.
Which we encourage. Now, what was it that first attracted your attention to this course?
I think the thing the information that first intrigued us was information found in the Village Church bulletins every week. And I had heard about, and my wife had heard about Alpha in other churches that we attended in other states. But the thing, shall I say, that really pushed us into deciding to do it was a comment from a dear friend of ours who said, "You must attend." Oh. So he's a graduate, and I think highly of this individual. And so Margaret and I talked about it and said, you know what, we can do it. At first it seems kind of difficult to think that you're going to commit 10 Tuesday nights, 10 consecutive Tuesday nights to Alpha. But it's doable, and we did it, and we graduated.
Did you actually enjoy it, or just have to persevere?
We did. what was most interesting about it was the video lecture by Nikki Gumbel. And that really was the highlight for us. In addition to that, of course, we had fellowship around the table as we ate, and we met some new Christian friends, some of whom we still see every week and say hi to, so we know their names, and hopefully they know ours.
That's wonderful. That seems to happen every year. How do you feel you benefited from Alpha? I mean, you were a church man. You've been to church for years. You weren't a stranger to the Bible by any means. So are there any practical ways in which this impacted your life?
I like to compare it, and I think my wife would agree with me, to compare it with a precious jewel that has been cut. And I think Nicky, every one of his lectures in the 10 consecutive sessions, kind of lit a different facet of that jewel, so that we really had a refreshing and a re-look at basic Christian beliefs. And to me, that was very important at this stage of life, to really sit down and have a review, have an opportunity to talk afterwards with folks in the breakout sessions. But it was really a renewal of basic tenets of the faith.
That's good. I sometimes think that people are a little more open to thinking through some of these things as coming here to Shell Point. Maybe they have more time, but they're certainly in a stage of life where they realize they're not going to live physically forever, and they want to be sure they're right with God. And so that testimony is very powerful to me. If people are considering Alpha, do you have any advice you'd give them?
If they're considering it, I think if they and their spouse, or he or she and the spouse, are considering it, I think they ought to talk about it together and make it a joint effort. If there is not a spouse, certainly consider it in your own mind and consider it something that ought to be done.
Sure.
Because my wife likes to use the expression of filling the car with gasoline.
Oh, yeah.
Every once in a while you have to fill it with petrol.
Yeah.
And that's her renewal, is to fill her mind and her body with the Word of God.
That's really good. Ken, thank you for coming in and sharing these thoughts with me today.
You're so welcome.
Really
It's my
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
My pleasure indeed.
And thank you for tuning in to Village Church Connections.
We're glad you joined us for today's show. Tune in tomorrow when CJ Galata from our rehab center will help us to get thinking. And we'll see the floating Christmas tree take to the waters of the lagoon once again. Until then, this is Shell Point Today for Monday, December 8th. I'm Dan Filgreen, and from all of us at Shell Point TV, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.